All right, everyone, I'm going to go over ankle dorsiflexion, pails and rails. So we're going to start in a standing setup here. You can do this on the floor as well. So if you were to do this on the floor, you would just kneel down and just get into this position here. Just for video purposes, we're going to do it standing. So what we first want to do is get into passive range of motion of ankle dorsiflexion. So if I'm just in this position here, you can see I have adequate flexion where I can get the foot off the box. So kind of an easy way to set this up is start by actively contracting all this tissue in front, see how much dorsiflexion you have. And now if I start to come forward to where my knee sits, you can see my foot is now down. And if I solidify in this position, now I can't pull my foot up into dorsiflexion. So that's going to be our starting setup. Now, just like any pails and rails protocol, you're going to start in that passive range, 2-minute passive stretch. So as I'm sitting here, should feel a nice stretch down the back side, Achilles, calf, everything else. You're going to sit and breathe into that stretch for 2 minutes, and then we're going to start our pails and rails contraction. So with pails and rails, you're starting here, and we want to start to build some tension. So you're going to take a deep breath, pack some air down here, drive your hands into the box or whatever you're using, and you're going to start that contraction at a low intensity. So easiest way to kind of picture this, imagine there's a scale under my toes here. What I want to do is start with a light contraction to make that scale have a little bit of weight. So let's say 20% of my effort, and then I'm going to gradually work up. So I'm going to go 40%, 60%, 80%, greatest, safest effort. That's going to be trying to make this scale under my foot as heavy as it can be. So 20, 40, 60, 80, working up to your greatest, safest effort. Once you're at that mark, hold that greatest, safest effort for about 10 seconds, and then you're going to go rails immediately into it. So you're going to snap into rails. Rails is going to be staying in this position and contracting all this tissue in front. Tibialis, everything. Try and pull that foot up as hard as you can, full effort, for about 10 seconds or so. Once that 10 seconds is over, slowly let everything relax. And now we want to try and move a little bit further into that position. And that's your ankle dorsiflexion, pails and rails.